Hello friends, are your LED lamps ghosting you? When you turn off the lamp, it keeps glowing in the dark. Well, I'll tell you, there are many videos in YouTube that explain why this happens, but very few of them tell you exactly how to fix the problem. And those that tell you aren't very step-by-steppy about it, and you might need an electrician to help you solve the problem. In this video, I'm going to show you all those suggested solutions, including one that I just figured out now. Before anything, if you're not an electrician, and especially if you are one, you should know electricity is dangerous. So cut the power at the mains or hire an expert.
Now if I touch the ground, what? Ow!
Singing in the storm, singing in the storm, singing in the storm. No, really it's no joke. The main reason why LED lights glow in the dark after switching them off is because LEDs require a very small amount of power to light up. And in a switched off circuit, this power comes mainly from a leak that bypasses the switch. It has been mentioned that dimmers can cause this ghosting in LEDs because they are designed for incandescent lights which need more power. So in this case, we can't speak of a leak, but instead of an incompatibility with design. A dimmer for LEDs should be compatible. But a power leak bypassing the switch is something different. According to this funny man, I think he's called Steve, the ghost power in a switched off line is due to capacitance. That is, the neutral wire can receive electric charge induced by other bodies, an amount enough to create a glow in the LEDs. According to him, there are two solutions for this problem. One is adding a resistor to the circuit.
It turns on normally, but now when I touch the other terminal, it doesn't glow anymore.
But the truth is, I can't see myself doing this, or you. However, in some cases, adding a resistor can be quite easy. It will depend on the kind of LED bulb. His other solution is adding a regular light bulb so it sucks up the very low current. This didn't work for me, not because it doesn't work, but because the neutral wire was not the issue I had. But instead, I'll surprise you with that later. This other video suggests adding a capacitor. As we don't have to fiddle with the lamp itself, this might be easy to do. We just add it to the circuit. But if the issue is current coming in through the neutral wire, then why not simply put a switch on the neutral? And this guy does that. He changed the two-way switch for a four-way switch, switching off both the live wire and the neutral.
I'm going to bring my hot wire in and out, in and out. And I'm going to bring my neutral wire in and out.
And to make it automatic, he added a relay so both switches are activated at the same time. These floodlights you see here are the same ones I have for my studio, and I connect them to the outlet using a power strip that has a switch. As you can see, when I have the switch turned off, the LEDs have a glow. However, I discovered that when I use this other power strip and I turn off the power, this issue does not happen. The LEDs turn off completely. So, which is the difference between both power strips? The thing is that this one has a ground wire and this other one has a fake ground wire. It looks like it has a ground wire, but after taking it apart, I discovered it had no wiring inside. And that is proof that in this case, the power leak is coming through the ground wire, which does not get switched off. Considering my issue is the ground wire, adding a capacitor, a resistor, or another lamp probably is of no use. But instead, if we add another switch just for the ground wire, we can solve the problem. With the ground wire on, it glows. With the ground wire off, it doesn't. This is the final setup. The two floodlights and the ground wire. Now we turn on the floodlights. There we are. I switch off one floodlight and you have a glow there, a nice glow. I switch off the ground wire and the glow goes off. But there still is a little glow there. And that little glow comes from the other floodlight. I switch off the other floodlight and now there is no glow. And why is that? Because although each floodlight has its own set of wires, they all come together here in the switch boxes. Now, these floodlights have a metal housing, so we can't leave them without a ground wire while in use. That is, while the power is on. But as soon as the power is off, we can switch the ground wire off. Now, before I finish this video, I must thank all those that have contributed with knowledge and laughs, especially Electroboom Steve, if that's his name, Only the Toast, Satra Guitars 7946, Off-Grid Garage Australia, but most especially I must thank the maker of this shit, a fake, deceitful power strip with no brand or country of origin that showed me how I can discover things just by accident, and thanks to a fraudulent product. Well friends, don't get ghosted. Save some cash, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.